it doesn't really matter what your win-loss ratio is. I mean, except for the fact you don't want to hit 20 in a row as losers. I mean, you know. But here's the important part of this. What do we know about the nature of the market? That anything can happen, that every moment is unique, and that there's a random distribution between wins and losses, and I really don't need to know what's going to happen next to make money. Doing this exercise appropriately will convince you of every single one of those statements. Every single one of those concepts you will be thoroughly convinced of if you subject yourself to this exercise. And you want to know why? Because you don't know the sequence to wins and losses on this 20 trade sample size. You don't know what it's going to be. It could be win, loss, win, win, loss, 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 loss. Now what do you do? No, it doesn't matter. Just say no. Now, say you've just taken 4 losses in a row.
It doesn't stop to take the trade.
Yeah, you still have to take the trade, but what is your rational mind going to be screaming? I know what's going to happen here. I know this trade is a loser.
Right.
And when you put this one on, and it turns out to be a winner, and I will say that in almost all cases it will be. Really, I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
It will be. Then what?
Then
You just added energy. You just added energy to a belief that says, you know what? I thought I knew what was going to happen. You know, I didn't. Like anything can happen. Every moment is unique, meaning that okay, I don't know. It only takes one trader somewhere in the world to negate the positive outcome on my edge. And I thought that one trader or more was definitely going to do it. But the reality is, it didn't happen that way. Anything can happen, meaning winner or loser. And you know what? Since I didn't know what was going to happen next when I thought that I did, I really don't need to know what's going to happen next to make money. And you go through this exercise, well, let's put it this way. You go through the exercise, all 20, as best you can. If you can't get these trades on perfectly, that's all right. Because the whole idea is to do this until you can. So if it takes 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of these 20 trade sample sizes or more, it's going to take as many as it takes. And keep on doing it until you can do it. What? How do you know when you're done?
Do it without giving up thought. When you don't have your trade carefree.
Yeah, you can do it without any conflicting or competing thoughts. That's how you know you're done. You can say, I've arrived. I have arrived. When you can go through one whole sample size without anything in your mind telling you to do anything different other than what you set out to do. That's how you know you've dissipated all the conflicting energy.